Welcome to Edible Trails Garden and our Permaculture Principles series. My name is Katrina, and today we are exploring Permaculture Principle number 11. Use edges and value the marginal. Often, when people think about productivity, they think about the center of a system, the biggest tree, the main garden bed, or the crop that they're harvesting. But in nature, the most productive places are often the edges, the place where two different systems meet. Think about the forest and the meadow, land and water. These transition zones often support more diversity and more life than either system on its own. Today, we're looking at a different type of edge, the boundary between my neighbor's fence and my banana guild. This edge is sending a steady stream of weeds right into my banana guild. The second half of this principle is often overlooked. Value the marginal. In everyday language, marginal sounds like something unimportant. But in permaculture, marginal spaces are often where the most interesting opportunities exist. They're the corners, the fence lines, the awkward spaces, the places most people ignore. And for a long time, this fence line was exactly that for me. It wasn't producing food, it wasn't particularly attractive. Mostly it was just a source of weeds. But principle number 11 encourages us to look at these spaces differently. Instead of asking, how do I keep fighting this problem? We ask, how can this space become productive? One thing I've noticed over the past few years is that the sections of fence protected by established vetiver grass have significantly less weed pressure than the sections without. And that's observation leading to action. And the system is showing me what's working. Instead of constantly reacting to the weeds, I can expand a solution that's already proving itself. One reason edges matter so much is that's where things enter a system. Wind enters, water moves, wildlife travels, and in this case, weeds are entering from outside the guild. Rather than fighting that pressure forever, I want to redesign the edge. You might be wondering, why am I using vetiver grass
when I grow so many different types of grasses in my forest. Mombasa grass is fantastic biomass production and animal forage. It grows quickly, it creates a lot of material, but for a narrow fence line, this could become difficult to manage. To call Napier grass one of my favorite chop and drop plants might be a bit of a stretch, but I do love it because it grows incredibly fast and it produces a huge amount of mulch. But it can grow tall, and if it's not actively managed, it will get out of control. Lemongrass is edible, medicinal, smells amazing, and it attracts beneficial insects, but it does not have a dense root structure like vetiver grass to stop those weeds in their track. This is what we're going for.
For this particular edge, vetiver checks all the boxes. It forms dense clumps instead of spreading. Its roots can grow incredibly deep. It stabilizes the soil, produces mulch, helps suppress weeds, and it creates a clear living boundary between systems. This is where the principle moves from theory to practice. I'm taking a problem edge and intentionally designing it into something productive. Instead of leaving this boundary undefined, I'm creating a living border that serves multiple functions. The goal isn't to eliminate weeds forever. The goal is to create a system that requires less intervention over time.
One of the things that I have learned while building this food forest is that problems often present opportunities. This fence line, it was showing me where my system needs some attention. And what could be a nuisance is actually providing me valuable feedback. And principle number 11 reminds us that the most productive opportunities often exist in the places and things that we tend to overlook. If you enjoyed this episode on Permaculture Principle number 11, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments what is an opportunity in your garden that could definitely be more productive. Until then, keep observing, keep experimenting. Let's grow.